What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Wednesday, July 24th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. Okay, guys, we have a 6-game MLB slate tonight. So let's take a look at the pitcher position. So I like Tanner Bybee. He's got a 100 dash rank and will be pitching against the 21st worst batting team, the Detroit Tigers. Tanner Bybee throws his best ball to lefty batters, giving up a .546 OPS versus lefties. He's facing 3 lefties tonight. Now, the Tigers have hit just .271 against him in the past, but Bybee has given up 13 hits over only 48 pitches, which indicates room for improvement. Given his $8,500 DraftKings salary and a consistent performance averaging 18 fantasy points per game, scoring 20, 18, and 10 fantasy points in his last 3 games, I like Tanner Bybee here versus the Detroit Tigers. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher position. I like Salvador Perez. He's got a dash rank of 57 with a nice 3% ownership, making him a potential sleeper pick. Perez is batting against Arizona's right-handed pitcher, who has given up a .812 OPS against righty batters. Perez himself bats a .732 OPS versus righties, and has an impressive batter OPS versus this pitcher at 1.334 with a .667 batting average. He's 2 for 3 against this pitcher with 2 singles. At $4,800 DraftKings salary, Perez is averaging 7 fantasy points per game and scored 5, 18, and 0 points in his last 3 games. I think Salvador Perez is a solid pick here versus the Diamondbacks. Now let's look at the first base position. I'm going with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got a dash rank of 100 and is up against the Tampa Bay Rays, who have a middle-of-the-pack pitching team with an opponent rank of 16. Guerrero Jr. has a strong batting advantage here, especially since he's giving up a .798 OPS versus righties. He's facing Tampa Bay's pitchers, who give up an OPS of .689 against righty batters. Guerrero Jr. is 4 for 12 against this pitcher, with a .333 batting average, including 2 singles, a double, and a home run. He's been hot lately, scoring 16, 5, and 22 fantasy points in his last 3 games. So I like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. here versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Let's move on to the second base position. I like Brandon Lowe. He's got a dash rank of 96 and will be facing a Toronto team with a favorable opponent rank of 21. Brandon Lowe has an impressive 37% batting advantage over Toronto's right-handed pitcher, who hasn't fared well against lefty batters. Lowe bats a .813 OPS versus righties, making him a valuable pick. His past 3 games show a mix of performances, scoring 16, 2, and 0 points, and being priced at $4,400 DraftKings salary makes him an appealing option tonight. So, I like Brandon Lowe here versus the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, let's check out the shortstop position. I'm eyeing Bobby Witt Jr. He's got a high dash rank of 97 and a decent 8% ownership. Witt Jr. will be batting against Arizona's right-handed pitcher, who has allowed an OPS of .812 to right-handers. Witt Jr. has a .802 OPS against righties, and though his batter OPS versus this pitcher is .666, he's 1 for 3 with a .333 batting average. Witt Jr. has racked up some impressive scores lately, putting up 12, 37, and 11 fantasy points in his last 3 games, and with a $6,400 DraftKings salary, he's worth considering. Finally, let's take a look at the outfield position. I'm all in on Shohei Ohtani. With a 100 dash rank and facing a San Francisco team with a middle-of-the-pack defense, he's an excellent choice. Ohtani has a fantastic batting average of .314 and has slugged 30 home runs this season. His OPS versus righty pitchers stands at 1.138, one of the highest in the league. He's scored 19, 2, and 16 points in his last 3 games and is priced at $6,600 DraftKings salary. Ohtani is a top-tier pick tonight. Before I continue with the picks, remember you can try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself by clicking the link in the description of this video. Okay, back to the picks. For a value pick at pitcher, consider Yariel Rodriguez. He's priced at $6,500 DraftKings salary and has a dash rank of 100. Rodriguez will be facing a Tampa Bay team with a middle-of-the-pack offense. His past performances have been solid, scoring 15, 28, and 23 fantasy points in his last 3 games, making him a valuable pick alongside Bybee. You can also find value in the catcher position by picking Ben Rortvedt. With a 2% ownership and priced at only $2,900 DraftKings salary, Rortvedt has a 78% batting advantage and scored 9, 4, and 0 fantasy points in his last 3 games, a solid pick when you're saving salary. For first base, Justin Turner is a good value pick at $3,400 DraftKings salary. Though he has a minus 300% total advantage, he has a decent history against Tampa Bay's pitchers. Turner scored 20, 5, and 0 points in his last 3 games. Another player for a budget-friendly lineup. At second base, check out Jahmai Jones. At $2,700 DraftKings salary, he has a 47% batting advantage over a left-handed pitcher from the Mets. With an ownership of 14% and scoring 2 and 5 points in recent games, Jones could be a valuable sleeper. Value options continue with Ramon Urias at third base. Priced at $2,400 DraftKings salary, Urias has a 10% batting advantage and scored 17 fantasy points 2 games ago. Not a high-profile pick, but useful for balancing your budget. For shortstop, Xavier Edwards is another budget pick at $3,200 DraftKings salary. Edwards has a 19% batting advantage and scored 6, 12, and 10 points in his last 3 games. Lastly, consider Justin Henry Malloy in the outfield for $3,000 DraftKings salary. Malloy has a 15% batting advantage and scored 3, 16, and 22 points in his last 3 games. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks again and good luck.